This church exists today because God called some people in the past. Do you know in 1951 there were 10 people who left First Baptist Church of Bethel. They felt led to start a church out here. 65 years later, you and I are worshiping here today because 10 people felt called to start a church in western Wyandotte County. And they moved over to that old property over there, and they found a building that was an old pool hall or place. And they moved there, and now some of you hadn't been around, and that place over here at the Starbucks and the AT&T store and where the Jack in the Box is, that was our location. And they moved there and they started that church. And today we're here because somebody had a dream and somebody had a vision and God spoke to some people and they went out. They left that church and they started this church. That's why it's here. And then 2005, I was down in Atlanta, Georgia. Many of you know this story. I was down in Atlanta, Georgia at a conference. And we'd had some people approach us about buying the property because they wanted to build all that stuff that's over there now. And they had approached us. They made an offer to us. And to be honest with you, we had heard the offer before. It was so far removed from what we needed. I didn't even think about it. I went to my conference. I was enjoying myself. I was minding my own business. I was minding my own business. And God spoke to my heart. I'm telling you, it's clear. I've heard God speak clearly on some things that nobody alive in this world could tell me it wasn't God. 3 or 4 times. There's no doubt about it. When I got saved, God called me. When I got called to preach, I remember clearly God called me to preach. I thought he was talking to somebody else. I was looking around. I think you're talking to this fellow over here, God. But anyway, I was in that conference and God spoke to me. And he told me to go back and tell that group that wanted this money, here's the money, here's what I want. It was over 4 times larger than what they asked, what they offered. And we went back and some people said, they'll never take that. I'm like, I really don't care. I'm just telling you what God told me. That's their end. I don't know. He told me go tell them that. Whatever else happens, that's their deal. They came back like 3 weeks later and said, we'll take it. Not only that, before we left over there, they gave us $400,000 more dollars. We're here because God speaks to people. This church exists. And it will continue to exist because God speaks to people as long as people listen to God. And we have to be the people that will listen to God now. It's our day to hear from God. It's our day to listen to God. This community has needs that God wants to meet through us. And we've got to rise up and have the heart and the vision and the commitment to be that people.